as of today, Marvel Studios has had their Hall H panel where they announced a ton of new projects. So today I wanted to do a little recap talking about what Marvel announced and some of the DC stuff as well, and just give a San Diego Comic-Con recap. So let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Geek City. Make sure to let me know which announcement excited you the most. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. First, I have one non-Marvel DC thing I want to talk about. I don't really talk about it here on the channel, but I actually have the book with me right now. I am currently reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I don't know if you've heard about this book online. It's crazy. Go read it. This is the second book. This is not the first one. Go read Dungeon Crawler Carl. They had their TV show panel, and they announced that Jeff Hayes, who does the audiobooks, will be playing Dungeon. That has nothing to do with Marvel DC. I just wanted to say, I don't talk about books on this channel other than like books I don't talk about on here. But I don't care, dude. I will be covering this TV show when it comes out. It's like video game-esque, and it takes place in like a video game, basically. Not to give away the plot, like you'll see, read it. So I will be covering that, which I don't know when that's coming out. That's gonna be like 2 years. But I just wanted to say I'm on book 2 right now, and it's like I'm so excited. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to that. Jeff Hayes is playing Princess Donna, and if you don't know who Princess Donna is, it's a talking cat. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this series is about a dude in his boxers. In a video game with the talking cat. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's crazy. Go get the first book and read it, and if you like it, keep reading because it's crazy. Alright, so there is a lot to discuss here. I got some notes on the side. Let's first talk about Marvel. They had some pretty big announcements, some things that kind of confused me, but also I'm excited about. Let's first talk about the Avengers Doomsday, and then we'll talk about the future things that they announced. So first of all, they did not announce really anything for like Secret Wars. They didn't do like a chair reveal, which I saw some people say like, oh, why didn't they like announce the cast of Avengers Secret Wars, which I feel like makes no sense to announce, because imagine if they had announced who the leads in Avengers Endgame were before Avengers Infinity War came out, and then we all knew that everybody who like dusted away and died. Like it would make no sense, because I assume and hope that there will be some, casualties in Avengers Doomsday. I feel like there will be some characters who do not survive. I feel like that makes sense. So I don't know why they would announce the cast of Avengers Secret Wars and then we know, oh, by the way, these characters don't make it. I don't know why they would do that. So I was not surprised that they didn't announce that. I feel like that would have made no sense. So no, we did not get announced the cast of Avengers Secret Wars, but we did get announcement for Avengers Doomsday. Haley Atwell will be returning. I'm assuming, because it makes sense because you have, Steve Rogers now living with her. And so I'm assuming, I hope, I don't want more Captain Carter. I really enjoyed the first season of What If. I thought it was really good. I really loved the Doctor Strange episode, and I liked Captain Carter, but like they have like made her like this like OC that appears in like everything, because I don't know, like, why is she appearing in every season of What If? I stopped watching that show, but I'm saying like she's everywhere now. I hope it's just like, I really like Peggy Carter. I don't like Captain Carter. I like Peggy Carter, like the character that we like, the main continuity Peggy Carter. I really like her, so I assume there's a shot in the trailer of Loki that looks like it's at Steve's house, so I'm assuming that's when we'll see her. I don't want to see Captain Carter, because there's already, like, 5 super soldiers. We already have Steve Rogers, we already have John Walker, and Red Guardian, and Sam Wilson. We already have, like, 4. We don't need another one. But I, like, Peggy Carter being there makes sense. I just hope it's not Captain Carter, because there is a difference, so hopefully they... And then also, Ryan Reynolds showed up. It wasn't like an announcement. He was just like, he dressed up in a Deadpool suit and like asked some questions and kind of trolled. I feel like this is leaning more towards Secret Wars. I feel like if he was actually like a big part of the cast, this is something they would have like shied away from. I feel like they would have announced it, but I don't know, because there are rumors that Hugh Jackman will appear in Doomsday for a small role, potentially setting up Secret Wars, I assume. So I don't know if he will be there with Hugh Jackman or what. Like, I don't really know. I assume he will be a big part of Secret Wars. Like, I have a feeling, it's all the multiverses like colliding. So I assume he'd be there. So I don't know if this was like, hey, maybe he is in Doomsday, or if it's just kind of a, hey, by the way, Ryan Reynolds is around, he will be involved. I don't really know, like, what it means, but I did want to bring it up. Ryan Reynolds will be involved in something coming up soon, which I'm not surprised by, and I assume it's either Doomsday or Secret Wars, even though they didn't really specify. But what exactly are the plans after Secret Wars? Well, we do have 2 announcements. And I'm excited, but I'm also like a little confused. So number one, they did not announce the X-Men cast. A lot of people were theorizing because there's been a lot of rumors going around about involvement from Adam Driver. there's rumors that he's in the movie, and we've had, Magneto rumors, Mr. Sinister. I mean, there's been a lot of different antagonists that he has been rumored to play. So I was theorizing, and a lot of people assumed, there's already rumors about, Indy Navarrete, the dude from The Long Walk, I forget his name, Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, and obviously, Sadie Sink already, everybody knows, although they haven't announced it, most people assume she's playing Jean Grey. So a lot of people, again, including me, were like, well, they probably would want to, go ahead and jump ahead and beat these rumors and just announce the cast to get some hype going. Because, I mean, it's already confirmed after Secret Wars and they have that, soft reboot, there will be a new X-Men team. So I thought they would announce the cast because they, made it sound like they had these big announcements. Kevin Feige was like, if we go to Hall H, that means we have something to announce, which is true. Not to say that they didn't announce some stuff that I am excited about. We'll talk about in a second. But no X-Men, which I love X-Men, so I was kind of obviously, sad about that. But, I mean, we basically already have some confirmed cast, because let's not act like Jean Grey is not being played by Sadie Sink. I know Sadie Sink is playing a mystery character in Spider-Man Brand New Day. We all know it's Jean Grey. She's gonna be in Secret Wars. Who could she possibly be playing other than Jean Grey? It's Jean Grey. I know, we all know, but I'm still, maybe there's a 5% chance it isn't her, so I don't want to confirm that, but I'm pretty positive she's Jean Grey. So we might already have an X-Men casting. But let's talk about some other things that were announced. First up, we have Ryan Gosling will be playing Ghost Rider in the start of Phase 7, and I guess after the rebooted timeline, because Secret Wars is happening in 2027, and then 2028 this movie comes out, so it'll be after the reboot. So, but I'm thinking that if this is coming out in 2028, that's gonna be are they gonna have Ghost Rider be the first movie that come out of this new reboot universe? I have a lot of questions about this reboot. We'll get about that in a second, my concerns there. And they also announced Sean Levy's the director, which I am fine with. Sean Levy doesn't really have a distinct style, his movies. I feel like he gets the job done. He's a fine enough director, I'm sure. But I like for example, Destin Daniel Craig, who's doing the new Spider-Man movie. He has a distinct style that he brings, and some Marvel movies are just movies that don't really have a distinct direction, and then you have movies with James Gunn or Destin Daniel Craig, who have this specific distinct style. Sean Levy doesn't really have that, but I mean, he directed Deadpool, Wolverine. He is a competent director. I'm not saying he's a bad director, but nothing specific that he really brings to the table. He gets the job done, and that's fine. But Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, I guess Ryan Gosling is now going to be a part. But I'm still confused about this reboot, exactly what it means, because they also announced Black Panther 3 coming out in 2028 with David Johnson will be playing T'Challa's son, not T'Challa, but which is now giving me questions of, okay, so they're doing this half reboot with Secret Wars, and I really feel like they should just go full on reboot with it. Well, I feel like if I was in charge, I would, after Secret Wars, in the MCU. Seems like a really crazy concept. They should have done this after Endgame, but whatever. They fixed some stuff there. I think we're in a good spot right now. With the projects that have been coming out recently, have been pretty good. But I'm thinking after Secret Wars, don't do this half reboot thing. What they should do is stop, and then what you should do? You should take a break from the cinematic universe and just release movies. It's think about it. Remember there was a time where we were getting in the early 2000s, Spider-Man and Hulk and Daredevil and X-Men. All these movies that aren't connected. They're just different Marvel movies. We can have that. It's okay. You can release an Iron Man movie or an X-Men movie that aren't a part of some just release movies. Just release Marvel movies. Not everything has to be this giant interconnected web. Look what Matt Reeves is doing with Batman. Stuff like that. You can just do Marvel movies. You don't have to. I think we could have used a break, but whatever. They want to continue, but they're not doing a full reboot, which I think they should do a full-on reboot, reset everything, new cast, so they can start fresh. Which I might do a video talking about how I would reboot the MCU, but anyway. But so announcing Black Panther 3 confuses me. So they're rebooting, but not fully. They're keeping characters, which is confused. Because I believe because the Secret Wars comic kind of reset things a little bit and kind of merge Miles Morales is when he joined 616, things like that. So I'm assuming it's we're rebooting things kinda, but there's I'm assuming they're not recasting the Fantastic Four, or it looks like Shuri and all of them are staying. I know they're recasting the Avengers, and if you're just gonna recast some people, just recast everybody. Why? I'm already hearing we're getting Spider-Man 5 and 6 with Tom Holland after the reboot. I'm very confused because in that there's other one that I feel like we should just fully reboot. So Black Panther 3, why not just make that the first Black Panther movie in a new timeline? David Johnson can play T'Challa instead of this it's kind of connected to this. It's the same issue that like I was confused about with like James Gunn and the like Peacemaker being involved in both timelines and how it kind of like, but it's different because it's not like it's still like a full reboot, but I like it's just let's just reset everything. You don't have to like have it connected to the old MCU, and I know they want to like keep the Fantastic Four and all that, but like no, just redo everything or don't and just make like. I'm confused. I'm confused because we're also getting the new X-Men in this new timeline. Like, but we're keeping Spider-Man, Tom Holland with he's gonna do a 5th one and a 6th one, and we're gonna get a whole new trilogy with him. And then Black Panther's still here. There's a Deadpool 4 apparently coming out. I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It's stressing me out. I don't know, but I'm not in charge, so who cares what I think, right? All right. Let's talk about DC. So they didn't do like any like big announcements, which a part of me was hoping they would. I was hoping we would get like some casting announcements, you know, hey, can we announce Wonder Woman? Where's she at? Because right now DC like has just been screwing over Wonder Woman a lot. Even though she's a part of the Trinity. Where is that Wonder Woman project we were promised? Where is it? All right, cool. No, all right, cool. I mean, no Batman announcements, no Wonder Woman announcements. We haven't gotten word on any of the projects that have been announced, like Swamp Thing and all that. I don't. They didn't do like a Hall H announcement, but we did get some stuff for Clayface and Lanterns, which I'm both very excited for. So Clayface, I was already hyped for because they released that trailer like a week ago. That just like I'm sold. Like I'm so ready. Obviously Supergirl. I haven't actually talked about it on this channel. I did not do a review. I missed it when it first came out. And then I heard nothing but kind of mixed reviews. So I just kind of went in and I will save. I'll talk about it more. As I think I've already reviewed on this channel. Once Clayface is about to come out, I'm going to do a weekly review of everything in the DCU that's come out so far. So I'll start 1 week with Creech Commandos, and then Superman, and then Peacemaker Season 2, and then Supergirl, and then I believe Lanterns will be done by then. If not, I'll just wait till after Clayface and then do a review of that. But like I plan on reviewing everything, so I'll save more thoughts there. But Supergirl obviously like wasn't great. I was very disappointed, but I didn't hate it. It was fine, which that's not a bold take or anything. And even I, as someone who loves... I love this DCU. I love what James Gunn's doing. I got like this. I don't buy popcorn buckets, but I got this one, and then I got Crypto. Like I'm eating this stuff up. I can admit Supergirl wasn't great, but anyway, Clayface and Lanterns. If those 2 movies are good, then I think then we're good. And then we have Man of Tomorrow, which I know is gonna be good. So, we're back. And we'll talk about that more later in a future video. But I was already sold on Clayface. But I was cautiously optimistic about Lanterns, I admit. The first teaser they announced, as someone who reads a lot of comics, I was like, okay, this is not what I want. I'm open to this realm, but I also, like, I feel like Green Lantern would just be such a great, like, space opera. Like, this is what we're doing? Okay, interesting. I was cautiously optimistic. And then as we've slowly gotten more, it's like they kind of lied a little bit. And I like that. Like, that first trailer gave us, like, no green. And then they've just been slowly revealing, hey, by the way, y'all have no idea what's going on in the show. Because now there's, like, it's been revealed. There's, like, 2 timelines. There's, like, a 2016 and then a 2020 stuff taking place in, like, a decade apart. And, there's rumors about... one main character not even making it past the first episode, and then it's like, which at first I heard, I was like, oh, why are we killing? Spoiler alert, there's rumors, okay? I might be wrong. Spoilers. Go skip ahead if you don't want to hear about this. There's rumors that Hal Jordan doesn't even make it past the first episode, and then it cuts between the 2 timelines, and I first heard that, I was like, what are we doing here? But this trailer they released at San Diego Comic-Con, I think I'm fully sold now. I can't lie. And I was a little cautious. I was kind of like, okay, what are we doing here? Why don't we just go full on Jeff Johns space crazy? But I feel like I understand on what they're doing, where superhero shows don't really do great anymore. I mean, if you look at Daredevil Born Again, season 2, nobody really watched that. I didn't, and I watch everything, and I didn't really. Superhero shows just don't really do well anymore. So they kind of were tricking. They were trying to get people who watched like Yellowstone and all those shows to come in and watch this. And now they're slowly revealing, hey, by the way, don't worry, we know what we're doing. This is still Green Lantern, because this trailer gave me everything I wanted. We got the Manhunters revealed. We got Guy Gardner, Hal Jordan, and the Funko Pop that they revealed of Hal Jordan actually looks great. That's clearly that was the whole. I should just make a whole other video talking about Lanterns, because that whole like debacle about the suit, I was just like, guys, it's supposed to look like it's worn out. It's not good. in the original comics, he used to put on a suit, and like so it's obviously just worn out. And then that Funko Pop revealed, hey, let's act that's clearly what his suit's gonna look like. It's gonna look green. He has a mask. Like, let's wait. But this trailer announced the Manhunters. We got the first look at Sinestro, and like now I am like fully like, okay, I'm ready. I love how the constructs look. Like whenever John Stewart tries to fly, but he like makes a bird, and like I'm just like that trailer they released yesterday. I'm now fully locked in. I was a little worried. I'm not gonna lie, it had me scared. And then that trailer came out, and I was just like, okay, perfect. I'm ready. And it comes out in like less than a month, the first episode, which is apparently like 90 minutes long. I might do a review of that first episode. I'm not gonna review every episode, but I'll probably do a review of that first episode. And then whenever I'm doing that DCU series, once leading up to Clayface, once all 8 episodes have come out, I'm assuming it's 8. Once all 8 episodes come out, I will do a review of the entire season. And so then I will have done everything. All right. So we have a couple things from the DCU that are still DC that I want to talk about, like comic book related. In the Absolute Universe, which I've been catching up on, I still have not read everything. I currently own. I don't really read single issues. I read trades. So I'm reading as trades come out. So I currently own Absolute Batman Volumes 1 and 2, which Volume 2 I just read. It's awesome. Absolute Superman 1 and 2, Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 1, Absolute Green Lantern Volume 1, Absolute Martian Manhunter Volume 1. I need to get Absolute Flash Volume 1 and 2, and then Absolute Green Lantern Volume 2, and Wonder Woman Volume 2. So I'm still slowly there, but I mean, I really love what's going on. I really love, what we're getting. I think it's great. I'm glad that, like, this is what the Absolute Universe has done to, like, comics. We're in a really good spot right now. Like, for 10 years, Marvel has just been kicking DC's butt, and now, in the comic sphere, Marvel has not released anything good in, like, I can't remember the last time, because they had the Ultimate Universe stuff, which started out good, and then it just kind of teetered out. Like, nobody is reading the Ultimate stuff anymore. Well, it's over now. I don't know that lasted like a year. That was weird. But like the Absolute Universe has been like being talked about by like people at my school. Like, I never thought I'd hear the day where like obviously like there are people in the comics here and we talk about this stuff, but like Absolute, that universe is just like connected with a lot of people, and I love that as someone who I want people to like what I like, obviously. So like that's great to see. But we got some announcements about some new characters. So we have Absolute Black Canary. I have not read Absolute Green Arrow because, again, I'm just going to wait for that trade paperback to come out, which I believe they now announced that's going to be 12 issues instead of 6, which is the same thing that happened to Martian Manhunter. That was originally 6, and then it became 12 because, shocker, they're like, oh, wait, people are buying this because everybody loves what's going on right now. So hopefully... so yeah, Black Canary, I'll read it whenever it comes out. I'm sure it'll be great. And then we also got first look at Absolute Cyborg. I dig the design. Absolute Cheetah, Absolute Professor Pig, which that's gonna be, dude, the Batman villains are like nightmare fuel, so that's gonna be scary. We also got I'm gonna talk about the Mattel. So we got these guys right here, the new Mattel line, which, by the way, I want to go on a little tangent here. McFarlane Toys released another wave coming out. Like, they have more figures for DC. I thought they were done. I'm very confused about what's the timeline here of... I thought the whole reason was that Mattel now has the DC license and McFarlane doesn't anymore, but they're still announcing stuff, but they don't have the license. I'm so confused. Anyway. So Mattel now has the DC license. They've already released 4 of their core series. So in case you don't know, there's the core line, and then they announced the collector's line will be coming out in January 1st, 2027, which I'll be there day 1 to pick those up. But these 4, I love them. They're $12, and I mean, obviously, like, they're a little limited on articulation, but like, these guys for $12 are awesome, and like I just like to have cool stuff on my shelf, and I'd love to, like, whenever we get the collector's line, like, own both and like be able to compare. Like, that's cool to me, like, to have as much, because I mean, McFarlane figures, I love the Mortal Kombat McFarlane figures, but the DC stuff I just couldn't get into because they're very expensive, and McFarlane started releasing like good ones like a year ago. Like, once he lost the license, he decided to lock in, and now we're getting stuff like Wonder Woman and whatnot. So I have like one, but like these guys, $12 as opposed to the $30 McFarlane figures. These guys are already looking better. So yeah. But about that, the reason I bring it up is because I want to talk about something they announced, where they announced wave 3. No, hold on. No, yeah, I'm sorry, Wave 4. My fault, because, hold on. Wave 2 is already out. It's we'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, they announced 2 figures from Wave 4, and it's Batman and Superman. And I brought this up for a reason, because one of the reasons a lot of people were complaining about the McFarlane line is because they were just releasing a bunch of Batman. And once Mattel got it, I was like, okay, cool. We're going to get some variety. But then they announced the first couple figures. Let's just break down the list here. The first wave, Batman, Robin, Flash, Joker. Okay, cool. Batman, Robin, Batman villain, Flash. That's a good, one of the greatest superheroes of all time, greatest villain, and then Robin, Flash. That's a good variety. Wave 2, Superman. Okay, makes sense. Jon Stewart, cool. Batman, black suit. I was like, okay, so we're doing another Batman. We just got one, but so we're not getting like Wonder Woman. Okay, I'm sure the fourth figure will be something cool. It's Jokerized Batman. So two Batman in wave 2. Wave 2. We haven't gotten Wonder Woman, Hal Jordan, Lex Luthor, any of these guys, but 2 more Batman? That's 3 Batman in 2 waves. 3! Okay, I'm sure it's fine. We have a 3-pack. Bane, awesome, he looks great. Nightwing, Batman. That's 3 Batmans. Then, bam, Mr. Freeze 3-pack. That comes with Mr. Freeze, cool. Hal Jordan, great. Batman, awesome, another one, great. Another 3-pack. Another version of Nightwing. Man-Bat, Batman. Again, another Batman. Another one. And then guess what? They announced some of Wave 3. We have the first look at Deathstroke and another Nightwing. So that's like 3 different Nightwings. Okay, cool, but I love Nightwing. And he doesn't really get a lot of representation. So, I will allow 3 Nightwing. But you're crossing the line here. You're getting close. So, Deathstroke and Nightwing of Wave 2. We don't know of Wave 3. We don't know the other figures of Wave 3. Hey, guys. This is future Ethan editing the video. They announced Wave 3. Like the full Wave 3 of the 4 characters. It's Deathstroke, Nightwing, and then 2 more Batman. I'm not joking. It's another black suit Batman, and then a blue Batman with like some cool gadgets on him. Ah! They announced Wave 4, the first 2 figures, another Superman, and guess what? Another Batman. That's 8 Batman. 8. And it's looking like the other 2 figures in Wave 4 are Blue Beetle and Metallo. Just based on the shadow. One of them is very obviously Blue Beetle, and the other one I can't really tell, but it might be Brainiac or Metallo. Which, cool. Okay, cool. Where's the Wonder Woman figure? It took McFarlane, like 5 years to make a Wonder Woman figure. And she's, the 3rd most important DC character. One of the greatest characters in all of fiction. One of the most important characters of one of the most important, superheroes, most important female character. Where is she? 8 Batman. 8 Batman! And most of them are just recolors. It's not like at least McFarlane was doing like different comic versions. Like he had the movie Batman, the comic Batman, video games. You had yes, they did way too many Batman, but at least they were like different. We've gotten, it's just recolors. We have this Batman, and then we have a all-black Batman, a Jokerized Batman, this Batman, but without the little yellow on the bat signal. Is that enough to warrant another figure? And then we have a black one that's gray and black. It's all the same body. It's just a different paint. They're not even giving, different Batman. It's the same Batman. It's not like, it's not like we're getting Robert Pattinson Batman and then Arkham Batman. No, it's the same Batman. 8. I love the 4 figures I own. I will probably end up getting that 3-pack because I really want that Bane and Nightwing figure. And I will pick up Jon Stewart and Superman. I'm not picking up the other 2 Batman. I will pick up Deathstroke. I will probably pick up that Nightwing. Hopefully I'll pick up the other, I really like what they're doing. They have great figures. They're cheap. They're nice quality for the price you're getting. They look good on my shelf. But it's a cycle. McFarlane was doing the exact same thing that they're doing. They're cheaper, but still 8 Batman. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy if you ask me. That's crazy. Yeah. So that is my San Diego Comic-Con video. I've talked a lot. I have a lot of things that I've wanted to talk about here. And it's not even over yet. So let me know if you want to, if they announce, Marvel's done, DC's done. I don't know what else they're going to announce. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to let me know what are the most exciting announcements that you have heard about. And hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, stay geeky.